Hi, I'm Angelina, and this is a story of how God brought me into community. So I grew up in church. I started serving when I was 12. Going into like my more teenage years, high school, I kind of found myself dealing with mental health and struggling with depression, anxiety, doing things I probably shouldn't be doing. I started to hang out with people who weren't serving me well. I always made it to church on Sunday, no matter what I was doing the night before, the week before, who I was with, where I was. I always showed up to church on Sunday, and I really feel like that was the Lord telling me, come on home on Sundays, and I'm here waiting for you. So what actually led to me getting baptized was my best friend took me to her church's youth camp, and I witnessed the most amazing thing happen. Everyone just praising and worshiping, falling to their knees, just hands up, just surrendering to the Lord. And I was really moved by that, and I knew that I wanted to give my life to the Lord. And I fell in love with Jesus that day, and then it led me to getting baptized at Church for the One, which was formerly known as Highland Park Church. When that baptismal was up top, I was actually invited to go to Northside, and I ended up going and being a part of the planting, and it's been a really cool experience to get to know people and just be a part of something great, community building. I love it so much. I've met the most amazing people, and I've gotten to learn a lot. After having my son Chandler, I started to experience postpartum depression, anxiety. Those feelings were coming back up again, and it really moved me to create a small group for young mothers like myself who may be struggling with the same thing. Having a chance to build community around our babies and us to just hang out and support each other. One of the women in my small group, her name is Maddie. I've gotten to walk alongside her in her journey. I have really enjoyed getting to know her more, getting to know her child more, and just relating with each other. I invited Maddie to the last worship night we had, and there was a moment where I looked over at Maddie and she was very emotional. I kind of was battling with, do I hug her? Do I talk to her? Does she just want to be left alone? But I really felt the Lord telling me, grab her and hold her and hug her, and that's what I did. And we sat there for like 5 minutes and just cried, and the Lord was really in that space with us in that moment. I noticed Maddie had gotten up and went over to talk to Pastor Kevin and Bethany, and then later on Bethany took her out and around into the lobby, and I could not sit still. I felt like this is the moment she's gonna get baptized. I know that she had been kind of battling with that decision for a while, so I went to go talk to her, and it ultimately ended up with her asking me to baptize her.
Let's celebrate Madison.
Yeah!
Getting to witness that moment and be by her side was incredible. For the longest time, I had been praying for God to use me, and getting to be there for Maddie in that moment really just encouraged me to keep contending and keep showing people the love that Jesus has for them. When I think about it now, the Lord was really showing up for me every Sunday, even when I wasn't showing up for Him every other day of the week. And I'm so grateful to see what the Lord is doing through the church, through me, through others around me every single day. I'm Angelina. God brought me into community, and now I get to help build community for others.